Yes, thank you. So the term platyhelminthes was derived from two big terms, platis, which means flat, helminths means worm. Here, whenever you hear the term platyhelminthes, so as a teacher, we should get the picture in our mind uh, like a paper. Okay, so how the paper looks. Okay, so it is very, very thin, that is flat. Okay, so not that much flat. Okay, but mostly they are quite flat animals. Okay, dorsal and ventral, they are completely, flattened animals. Okay, so anyway, this term platyhelminths was proposed by Gegenbar. You remember the name, so that may be asked. And this point is very, very important. It also comes again in the, general concepts. Here, these are the term coelom is generally we use from this phylum. Okay, so these are the acoelomates. That is first one. And these are the first triploblastic animals. And these are also, you can say, first bilaterally symmetrical animals. Okay, so these 3 points are very, very important. Okay, so these animals, they do not contain the coelom. Why? So because they are dorsoventrally flattened. So there is no gap, there is no coelom. You remember like that. And these are triploblastic animals. Okay, so that means in the embryonic development, for the first time in the animal kingdom, so the mesoderm is also seen. Okay, so ectoderm, mesoderm, and endoderm. Okay, these are vermiform, అంటే పురుగులాగా ఉంటాయి. So dorso-ventrally flattened organisms. Okay, this is the just like protozoans, unicellular organisms. Okay, just like that, the platyhelminthes are dorso-ventrally flattened organisms, and they do not contain a definite anus. Anus is not clear. Okay, because the digestive system, it is not functional actually, mostly. Okay, if at all it is functional, so the excretory substances are excreted or digested by mouth. Okay, so as these are mostly parasites, okay, so there is no need of digestive system for most of the animals. Anyway, so general characters, these animals, some are free living, some are commensals. Okay, that means they depend upon another organism, but they do not cause any harm. Okay, so most are parasites. Okay, so most of the platyhelminths are parasitic forms, and this is also, it will come again in the basics. Tissue organ grade organization. Okay, so the protozoans are acellular grade animals. Then poriferans are cellular grade animals, and cnidarians and ctenophorans are tissue grade animals. These are tissue and organ. You can also say organ grade organization animals. Okay, this is one of the important points. Anyway, so that means the body cells aggregate into definitive tissues, and tissues make up organs. Okay. And these are triploblastic. Okay, so body organs are derived from embryonic three germ layers, ectoderm, mesoderm, endoderm. ఈ మూడు ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి they are triploblastic animals. And these are bilaterally symmetrical animals. See, symmetry is an important point during the evolution. So the symmetry played an important role. Uh, so the bilateral symmetrical animals, they are advanced animals, including human being. Okay, so that symmetry starts here. Okay, so anyway, so with definitive polarity of anterior and posterior. Okay, human being to saha. ఇక్కడ నుంచి human being to saha, all are bilaterally symmetrical animals, and there will be a definitive anterior and posterior regions. And these are dorsoventrally flattened, already repeated. So a well-defined ventral surface bearing mouth and bone. Sometimes, you know, ventral surface is mostly, it is, clear in some animals, not all animals, in turbularians. Well-defined ventral surface bearing mouth and gonopore is seen in turbularians. Anyway, body is unsegmented. Okay, the segmentation is not yet started, but in cystod, like Taeniasolium, the segmentation is seen. Okay, so these are acylomates, okay, without any body cavity. So here the spaces between various organs filled with special mesodermal tissue, the mesenchyme or parenchyme. అంటే ఆర్గాన్స్ మధ్యలో ఎలాంటి గ్యాప్ ఉండదు. ఆ గ్యాప్ ఈ mesenchyme లేదా parenchyme టిష్యూతో ఫిల్ చేయబడుతుంది కాబట్టి there is no space for the coelom. That's why these are acylomate animals. And yeah, adhesive structures. Okay, so like hooks, spines, suckers play very important role for the most of the parasites. Of course, spines and hooks are also important. So yeah, adhesive secretions are also seen in parasitic forms. Epidermis cellular. Epidermis is either cellular or syncytial. Okay, so syncytial means multi-nucleate. Okay, అన్ని cells అన్ని unite అయ్యి సో అవి ఒకటే పెద్ద సెల్ లాగా అందులోనే సైటోప్లాజం సో అట్లా ఉండొచ్చు, లేదా సెల్స్ కూడా ఉండొచ్చు. సో మోస్ట్లీ ఇన్ parasitic forms syncytial epidermis is seen, that is called tegument. So and frequently ciliated. Okay, epidermis is in most of the parasites, of course in free forms also, the body surface covered with cilia. Okay, in some the cilia may be absent. Muscular system of mesodermal origin. So here it is started from mesoderm. So longitudinal, circular, oblique muscles layers are present beneath the epidermis. So different kinds of muscles, longitudinal అంటే vertical గా ఉంటాయి, circular అంటే round గా ఉంటాయి, అంటే బాడీ చుట్టూ ఇట్లా సరౌండ్ అయి ఉంటాయి. ఆబ్లిక్ అంటే ఏటవాల్గా ఉండేటువంటి మజిల్స్. 3 types of మజిల్స్ ఇక్కడనే స్టార్ట్ అయింది. ఓకే, సో డైజెస్టివ్ సిస్టమ్ ఈజ్ బ్రాంచ్డ్. ఓకే, డైజెస్ట్ సిస్టమ్ అనేది మెనీ బ్రాంచెస్ కలిగి ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, సో అండ్ ఇన్కంప్లీట్ వితౌట్ యానస్ ఉండదు. ఎందుకు ఉండదు అంటే దెర్ ఇస్ నో నీడ్ ఆఫ్ డైజెషన్. ఓకే, ఆల్ టుగెదర్ ఆబ్సెంట్ ఇన్ ఏసీలాండ్ సిస్టోడా. సో పారాసైటిక్ ఫామ్ లో అసలు కంప్లీట్ గా యానస్ అనేది ఉండదు. ఓకే, సో skeletal yeah, these are all wanting, that means absent. Skeletal system, respiratory system, circulatory system, no need for them because they are still primitive organisms. So excretory system includes lateral canals, okay, and protonephridia, so which are generally called as, the flame cells. So these are the flame cells. It is a single protonephridia, it is called as a flame cell which contains the pseudopodia with which it absorbs or it engulfs the excretory substances and it sends to the lateral canals. So in some primitive forms, these protonephridia are also absent. Yeah, nervous system is very, very primitive, but that is there. A first nervous system is seen in this platyhelminthes, but neurons are seen in, diffuse type of nerve nets are seen in mid-area and ctenophora. So, but here nervous system for the first time we see, and it is a ladder-like. ఓకే ప్రతి లేటరల్ గా రెండు నర్వ్ కార్డ్స్ ఉంటాయి మధ్య మధ్యలో అవి ఒక అడ్డ కనెక్టివ్ ద్వారా దే ఆర్ కనెక్టెడ్ సో దట్ లుక్ లైక్ ఎ ladder and it comprises a pair of anterior ganglia ఉంటాయి with longitudinal nerve cards connected by transverse nerves, so that's why they look like a ladder. Sense organs are very, very simple. Eye spots, okay, photoreceptors are present in free living forms and they are absent in parasitic forms. So mostly they are hermaphrodites. That means they are bisexual animals. Okay, that means both male and female reproductive systems are present in a single animals. Anyway, it is very, very complex. Very, very complex in whole animal kingdom. Okay, well-developed gonads are present, gonoducts are present, and accessory organs are present. Eggs mostly divide of yolk. Yolk is absent. Yolk produced separately in yolk or vitelline glands called vitellarium. Okay, so here ovary equal to germarium which produces the egg plus this vitellarium. So that is germarium and vitellarium are seen in ovary. So germarium produces the egg, vitellarium produces the vitellin or yolk substance. So generally fertilization is internal. Okay, so maybe cross fertilization takes place, maybe self fertilization takes place, and development direct or indirect, usually indirect. And larva ఉంటుంది. Okay, in endoparasite with a complicated life cycle. Okay, involving many larval forms and hosts. Okay, endoparasites లో అయితే చాలా లార్వల్ ఫార్మ్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఓకే, అండ్ వాటికి 2-3 hosts అనేటువంటివి కూడా ఉంటాయి. సో having many larval forms, okay, is an adaptation of parasites. Anyway, that is about general characters and classification. So platyhelminth is divided into 3 classes. So one is Turbellaria. Second one is Turbellaria. Sorry for that. Yeah, Trematoda. And third one is Cestoda. Okay, so these are the 3 classes which are, present with 3 classes of the phylum Platyhelminthes. So Turbellaria. So Turbellaria, the Turbella means stirring. Okay, so here usually these are the only class without parasites. Okay, so these are called planarians. Okay, so Turbellarians are planarians, trematodes are flukes, cystodes are tapeworms. Okay, you remember, this is important point. And some are terrestrial, some are marine or freshwaters. So here I'll show the diagram. Yeah, so this is dorsal view, this is lateral view, and this is ventral view. So in the ventral region, mouth is there, gonopore is there. Okay, so that is in general, the ventral region contains the mouth and gonopore. Okay, and actually here in the diagram, cilia are not seen, but here in this body contains the cilia. Anyway, ventral mouth and muscular pharynx. See, you can see this is everted pharynx. Okay, so that comes out during the feeding. Anyway, that is muscular pharynx is also seen, and mostly free living, found under stones, algae, or on bottom mud. Some well in intestine of sea urchins and sea cucumbers, but they are as commensals, not as a parasites. So body is unsegmented, flattened, okay, covered with cellular or ciliated syncytial epidermis containing, this is important, mucus secreting cells or rod-shaped bodies, okay, so called rhabditis. They secrete mucus. Okay, they are rod-shaped structures. So they secrete some mucus secreting cells may be present, or rod-shaped rhabdites may be present. Both of them they secrete mucus. Okay, so then yeah, mouth is ventral. Okay, intestine preceded by muscular pharynx. Okay, so suckers absent in these animals. Tango, chemo, photoreceptors are common in free living forms. Okay, this is important. Some produce in the family Polycladida, a special larval name called Muller's larva. Okay, so mostly hermaphrodite, that means bisexual. Some will reproduce asexually. Okay, so development in these mostly direct, if at all indirect, the Muller larva is seen. And spiral cleavage is for the first time in the animal kingdom. The spiral cleavage is seen in these animals. Okay, so you remember. And you never see, very rarely you see spiral cleavage. Okay, so examples are important. So Dugacia, which is a freshwater free-living form of the Platy helminthes, turbellarian, and Bipalium. This is the biggest turbellarian, and it is this is Bipalium, longest, biggest you can say. Bipalium. These are famous animals, and convoluta, ectoptile, Stenostomum, microstomum, other two examples. Thysanozone is also one of the turbellarian. Okay, so that is about the turbellarian, and then trematoda. Trema means in Greek, okay, hole, aperture, okay, Aedes form, okay. So aperture containing form, okay. So what does it mean? You will see that is related to vagina. So here these are either ecto or endoparasitic flatworms. They are called flukes. You remember this term. This is important. Body is unsegmented. Okay, until trematoda, it is unsegmented, and yeah, it is also ventrally flat and leaf-like. Okay, just now I told you, yeah, tegment is thick but without cilia and rhabdites. So in turbellarea, cilia are present, rhabdites are present, but here tegment means epidermis. Okay, here it is syncytial and it is thick, but without cilia and rhodets, but very strong one. And suckers. Okay, suckers are very important in the parasitic forms, particularly in these trematoda and cystoda. So suckers are very common. Hooks may be present. Okay, alimentary canal with anterior mouth, simple pharynx, and two main branches. Okay, alimentary canal ఎట్లా ఉంటుంది అంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇక్కడ మౌత్ స్టార్ట్ అయింది అనుకుంటే లోపల ఇట్లా వచ్చి ఇక్కడ ఫారింగ్స్ మస్కులర్ గా ఉంటుంది. ఇక్కడికి వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఇంటెస్టైన్ కి వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఇట్ ఈస్ బైఫర్కేటెడ్ లైక్ దిస్ అండ్ దేర్ ఈస్ నో యానస్. ఇట్లా బైఫర్కేట్ అయి ఉంటుంది. సరే, సో దట్ ఈస్ about the digestive system. And yeah, so three pairs of longitudinal nerve cords are present. So then mostly they are monoecious. Okay, so that means hermaphrodites development is in ectoparasites, it is direct. Okay, and indirect in endoparasites with alternation of host. Okay, host changes to అవి లైఫ్ సైకిల్ అవి కంప్లీట్ చేసుకుంటూ ఉంటాయి. దెన్ వన్ ఆర్ టూ సక్కర్స్ ఓరల్ అండ్ ఎస్టాబిలం. ఓకే, ఒకవేళ ఉంటే టూ సక్కర్స్ ఉంటే ఒకటి ఓరల్ ఉంటుంది, ఇంకోటి ఎస్టాబిలం. ఎస్టాబిలం అంటే సో వెంట్రల్ సక్కర్ ఈజ్ జనరల్ కాల్డ్ యాజ్ ఎస్టాబిలం, సింపుల్. సో మే these suckers may contain spines or hooks or both divide of hooks. ఒకవేళ సక్కర్స్ కి స్పైన్స్ ఉంటే ఉండొచ్చు, లేకపోతే లేదు. ఓకే, అండ్ దెన్ excretory pores, one or two situated anteriorly or posteriorly. Okay, so yeah, this is the name Shima was taken from here. Vagina may be one or two are present. Sometimes it may be absent. Okay, and uterus when compared with the cystodes, so it is smaller with few shelled eggs. Okay, and then ciliated larva called Onchomiracidium is commonly seen in these animals. And this is important point. Only you concentrate only which I highlight. ఇట్లా నేను థిక్ చేసిన వాటిని మీరు బై హార్ట్ చేయండి, మిగతా వాటిని జస్ట్ అండర్స్టాండ్ అంతే. ఓకే, సో పాలిఎంబ్రియాని, alternation of generation or heterogamy is seen in these animals. So what is polyembryony? So polyembryony that includes a larva. Okay, so generally from a single zygote, a larva is formed. From that larva, many larval forms are formed. Okay, and again from those each larva, many larval forms are formed. Such kind of phenomena is called polyembryony. We will see in the life cycle. So yeah, life cycle complex with numerous larval stages in 2 to 3 intermediate course. Yeah, so this is not needed for the point second. I'll remove some points. May contain spines or so the short time low. These are enough. Okay. So anyway, I'll change the number later. So 10, 11. So examples, these are very, very famous examples which we are going to study. So like fasciola hepatica, okay, and this is Schistosoma hematobium, okay. Clonarchis or Opistarchis is a Opistarchis sinensis or Clonarchis sinensis, another parasite. Polystoma, Diplozoon, okay, okay, Diplozoon, Gyrodactylus, Dactylovirus. So these are some of the examples of the Trematoda. And then Cystoda. So ketos means girdle, eidos means form. So these animals, they look like a belt, or they contain, um, uh, belt-like, uh, what we call the segments. So the name derived like that. So these are generally parasitic platforms. They are called tapeworms. These are also dorsoventrally flattened animals. Body is segmented mostly. Okay, some are unsegmented also there. Elongate, flat, ribbon-like. అందుకే tapeworm అని పిలుస్తాం. So tegument with microvilli. So we will see in teniasolium microvilli కలిగి ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి they absorb digested food, ready-made food. So body contains our head region, head with the scolex. Okay, so head with suckers, hooks, or both. We'll see in the teniasolium very clearly. So no alimentary canal, no sense organs. Okay, so there is no alimentary canal at all because they don't need. Okay, so each mature segment are proglottid. So is a monoecious with male and female organs. Okay, so దీని స్పెషాలిటీ ఏంటి అంటే మొత్తం యానిమల్ అంతా ఒక సిస్టమ్ ఉండడం కాదు. ఒక్కొక్క ప్రోగ్లాటిడ్ లో మేల్ ఫీమేల్ రిప్రొడక్టివ్ సిస్టమ్ ఉంటుంది. ఎన్ని మెచ్యూర్డ్ సెగ్మెంట్స్ ఉంటే అన్ని మేల్ ఫీమేల్ రిప్రొడక్టివ్ సిస్టమ్స్ ఉంటాయి. దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ వెరీ special about these animals. So life cycle is complicated, involving one or more intermediate hosts. So embryos contain hooks. Okay, so some animals of order Cystodaria so contain a larva called lycophore larva with 10 hooks. So okay, it's not that much important. So examples are important. So teniasolium, echinococcus, Veropotai, Dibothriopcephalus latum, Philobothrium. So these are the examples. This is tenia, and this is echinococcus diagrams. So anyway, let's start parasite. We have many parasites. We have to complete all those. Today, let's see this parasite. Schistosoma hematobium. This is the structure of Schistosoma hematobium. Okay, so it belongs to order Digenea of class Trematoda. Trematoda class యొక్క Digenea అనేటువంటి ఒక ఆర్డర్ చెందినటువంటి ఒక parasite. Okay, it causes the disease in human being, schistosomiasis. It was first discovered by Bilharja in 1851. So it is also known as Bilharja hematobium. Okay, on his name. It lives in, this is important, it lives in human pelvic vein blood of urethra and urinary bladder. Simply, you can tell urethra and urinary bladder blood. Okay, so that's important. It is a digestive parasite. That means it completes its life cycle in 2 hosts. Okay, it is commonly known as blood flu. This is important. You should remember. Yeah, so it's Primary host is human. Secondary host is Bulinus truncatus or freshwater snail. Bulinus truncatus or freshwater snail. Okay. So that is secondary host. Okay. Human being is primary host. Then morphology or external structure. So these animals are unisexuals or dioecious. That means male and female are separate. Okay, they exhibit clear sexual dimorphism. That means we can identify the male and female with external features itself. So male females permanently attached. Generally, male female they are attached with each other. Okay, in their life cycle. So the difference between male and female is male is wide and shorter. The 12 centimeter length. Okay, so you can see here the diagram. So this is male. The male and that is shorter. Up to it may reach up to 10 to 12 centimeters. And female is narrower and longer than the male. Female ఏమో కొంచెం వెడల్పు తక్కువగా ఉంటుంది. Okay, so దాదాపు it reaches up to 18 centimeters. Okay, so both the sexes, that means male and female, bear anterior mouth. Okay, so you can see here anterior mouth bearing a sucker. Here also you can see there is anterior mouth with a sucker. Yeah. Both bears pre-oral sucker. Okay, so that is anti-oral and oral sucker or in the sucker, that is called pre-oral sucker, and below it దాని కింద acetabulum ventral sucker అనేది ఉంటుంది. So body surface of male is rough with spines. Okay, so male bears a groove, a vertical groove called, this is important, gynecophoric canal. Okay. At its ventromedian region. Okay, so ventromedian region లోపల ఒక కెనాల్ అనేది ఉంటుంది, ఒక గ్రూవ్ అనేది వర్టికల్ లాంజిట్యూడినల్ గ్రూవ్ అనేది ఉంటుంది, దట్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ gynecophoric canal. So female is located or present in this gynecophoric canal permanently. Yeah, in male 4 to 5 round testes are present. In female only one ovary is present. Okay, so you can see the diagram. So this is the male. Okay, this is pre-oral sucker or oral sucker that present surrounding the mouth, and below it in the ventral side, acetabulum or ventral sucker is present. See, you can see here 5 testes are seen in male, and if you observe the it appears rough edges, okay, which are smaller spines, and this longer longitudinal canal is, so the gynecophoric canal of the male, so that in which the female is launching. So this is the female, same, right? So yeah, here is the ovary single, that is. So they are permanently attached, except after copulation, they leave. Okay, and here life cycle. You can see the diagram. So this is the life cycle. So this is the life cycle in man. This is the life cycle in, second host, the Bulinus truncatus. Okay, so if you observe here in the human middle in human the urinary bladder or urethra, in the blood capillaries of the region, Okay, so male and female of these couple, they copulate. Okay, the female or male, they do not copulate with other pair. Okay, so these two only they copulate. Okay, and this female produces many eggs, approximately 3,000 per day eggs. Okay, in the blood. Okay, so the eggs are they contain a spine on their surface. Okay, they pierce the blood capillary wall, and they are ingested from the human body into water along with the actually urine, here not feces. So urine ద్వారా eggs అనేటువంటివి బయటకు వచ్చేస్తాయి. So after whenever they are released, when the eggs with these eggs are called ovic eggs, okay, which contain an embryo. So these eggs, these are called germinal cells, and these are penetration glands. Anyway, this is Miracidium larva. When it touches, the egg is hatched, and the Miracidium larva comes out of the egg. So, and it freely swims in the water. Okay, so this is Miracidium larva. So when it encounters this secondary host or intermediate host, so with its penetration glands, okay, so it pierces the its soft body and enters into the liver. Okay, so there it loses all these cilia, and it is transformed into a primary what we call the sporocyst. And due to a process called polyembryony, okay, so there is this single sporocyst from a single egg produces many secondary sporocysts. Okay, so it releases many smaller secondary sporocysts. They increase in size in the liver, and then they escape from that liver area, and the sporocysts are transformed into this Cercaria larva. Okay, so which comes out of the body of the snail. Okay, which is infective stage, and it is released into waters, surrounding waters, because it is an amphibious animal. So this circated Cercaria larva, that means the tail is bifurcated. Cercaria larva contains 5 pairs of penetration glands, so which whenever it encounters with a man in the water, okay, with the help of its penetration glands, it pierces the skin of the human being. During the time, some itching sensation occurs. The man who was pierced by this Cercaria larva, so that is called swimmer's itch, and it enters into human blood. So there it loses its tail, okay, and it gradually is converted into either male or female. Egg, single egg నుంచి ప్రొడ్యూస్ అయిన మెనీ సరే మిరాసిడియం, స్పోరోసిస్ట్, రీడియా, అల్టిమేట్ గా అడల్ట్ సిస్టోసోమా ఫామ్ అయితే అదే ఆ ఎగ్ నుంచి అయితే మేల్ అన్న ఆర్ ఫీమేల్ అన్న ప్రొడ్యూస్ అవుతుంది, అంతేగాని రెండు ప్రొడ్యూస్ కాదు. ఇక్కడ పాలిఎంబ్రియన్ జరిగేటప్పుడు ఫామ్ అయితే మొత్తం మేలే ఫామ్ అవుతాయి లేదా ఫీమేల్ ఫామ్ అవుతాయి, అక్కడ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ద type of zygote. So this is the life cycle of the the Schistosoma hematobium. So it is very simple life cycle. In other cystod parasites, the Metacercaria larva, trematode parasites, the Metacercaria larva, and also there is another larval form, Redia. Okay, So these two are present in other trematode parasites. But in this, we will see in the, fascial hepatica, the redia is present and metacercarial larva is also present in other fasciola. But in this, redia and metacercaria both are absent. You remember, the sequence అడిగిండు మన Gurukul exam paper చూసిన. So you remember, redia and metacercaria are absent. Okay, so this is structure of cercarial larva, simple. So it contains the penetration glands and suckers, ventral sucker. Okay, so and bifurcated tail, all those. Yeah. So this is the life cycle of the what we call the Schistosoma hematobium, which is generally called as a blood fluke because it is present in the human blood. Okay, so here the Cercarial larva is the infective stage to human being. Miracidium larva is the infective stage to snail, Bulinus truncatus, which is a freshwater snail. Okay, so that is life cycle and pathogenesis. It causes a disease called schistosomiasis or bilharziasis. So the spiny eggs which are present in the human being in the urethra region, they cause hematuria. So they leak the blood from the capillary, so that causes hematuria. That means the urine contains the blood. Okay, so swimmer's itch is caused by cercarial larva when it pierces human skin, and fever is occurred by the toxins of parasites when it is present in the body. Okay, so treatment is anti-helminthic drugs like tartar, emitin, so anthiomaline. Okay, so drugs of antimony are used. Okay, so and also if you want to control this disease, it is universally a distributed animal. Mostly in tropical countries, it is very, very highly distributed. So the secondary host, the Bulinus truncatus, should be eliminated, but that's not a suggestible in these days because due to biodiversity problems. Anyway, this is about the Schistosoma hematobium. Okay, so this is today's class. From tomorrow, రేపు కాదు కానీ డే ఆఫ్టర్ టుమారో మార్నింగ్ ఉంటుంది, ఈవినింగ్ ఉంటుంది క్లాస్. సో మార్నింగ్ ఎకాలజీ స్టార్ట్ చేస్తాను. ఎకాలజీ ఒక త్రీ క్లాసెస్లో అయిపోతుంది. ఓకే, అండ్ అట్ ద సేమ్ టైం ఒక 4 or 5 క్లాసెస్లో ఇది అయిపోవాలి. ఓకే, సో దట్స్ ఇట్ ఫర్ టుడే. ఒకవేళ రేపు మార్నింగ్ ఉంటే నేను నైట్ ఇన్ఫార్మ్ చేస్తాను, బట్ ఎల్లుండి నుంచి కంపల్సరీ ఉంటుంది మార్నింగ్ అండ్ ఈవినింగ్. Right.